Mistakes. Repeat them, own them, and then make new ones. Right? There's the adage, don't ever make the same mistake twice. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You're going to have to make the same mistake many times over. Have you ever learned anything new once? If I told you a new sentence in a foreign language, are you going to remember it after I tell you the first time? If I had you play a sport that you've never played before, are you going to get it by doing it one time? No. You have to repeat things over and over again until you internalize that lesson. It's the same thing with mistakes. You're not going to learn from your mistakes the first time. You're going to have to make them a couple times, but make them quickly. And then eventually own those mistakes and stop making them. And move on to new ones. All of life's about making mistakes. You should embrace making mistakes. You should run into making mistakes as quickly as possible. You should be okay repeating mistakes just enough times to never repeat them anymore, and then move on to new mistakes you're going to make. And when I first started DocStoc, I made every mistake in the book, and I still am. And one of the big ones that I made that it took me not 1, 2, 3, 4 times to learn from was to make sure to appreciate and compliment my employees, the people working for us in the office. I was so driven. I was so nose to the grind. I was so, such a high bar for excellence that nothing was ever good enough. And I never wanted any of the people working in my company to feel like we had done a good enough job. On the day that we launched DocStoc, we had 40,000 people come to our website the first day. And my co-founder and the developers who had been working on this site for, months to bring it to life and been pulling all-nighters. We're like, this is amazing. We pulled it off. We launched it. We had all these people. And I was pissed. I was pissed that it wasn't 100,000 people that came to the website. And the folks in my company would tell me over and over again, look, you need to compliment people. You need to ease up a little bit. You need to appreciate people. It's not going to want to make them work less hard. And finally, one day, my co-founder literally pulled me out of my office and took me for a walk. And he's like, Jason, you are being a dick. And you've got to appreciate and validate our employees. This is not sustainable what you're doing. But now I think I spend a lot of time making sure every single employee in our office knows what they're doing well, knows what they're appreciated for. And the critical feedback is always complemented with what we appreciate and validate for the people in our office.